Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got a good one on tap between the visiting Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, we head up to Jacksonville for the Jags home opener. To bring it to you, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come into this one after a loss in the opener, and they're in for another tough test here.
And what a battle for an organization to look at your schedule and see 2 road games to start the season and not have a letdown immediately. You've got to fight against that. They've got to come out ready to play.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And they'll try the jet sweep here. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
2nd and 2. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give right side. It's long, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
On second down now. It's long. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Ready, 10, 2, stop.
Looking to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the defense comes onto the field for the first time, and it is a unit that struggled a week ago.
So they're looking for a fast start, Brandon. Can they create a turnover early? Can they take the ball away? That's what this unit's looking for to get back on the beam.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Just like that.
Now Foles. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he goes out right around the 39. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And, oh, they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They run the counter. It's long. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The starters defensively now for Jacksonville. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
On 2nd down, it's long, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Ready? 70, easy. 50 to 1, 50 to 1. You can't block me. You can't block me. 5.
Back to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Foles. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A Jacksonville 1st down on a pickup of 17.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Samson Abukum came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And caught by Cameron right side.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
And now out comes Houston. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards there and a first down. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Ready, set. Mike, 28. You go, night. Get it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
He's checking.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. From the 31, Foles. That's caught by Howard. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. There to make the tackle, Samson Abuka. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Here's Foles. His pass caught with the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
So on 4th down, Doug Marrone going to send out his field goal unit. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, The action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
And feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown one interception. He wants to balance that off with at least one touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, and then he curls back inside for the completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
60 outside.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really need
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime and make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series for those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. They'll set up a throw.
They sure put the cover.
And I think the ball's out. And the Texans scoop it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Over the middle, complete. That's long. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And his kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Now, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, and then these 2 teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And in the second quarter, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears were winners last week, so they're trying to start their campaign at 2-0. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And it was the visiting Carolina Panthers who were victorious in that one. 27-11, the final score. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check on the Saints at home at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. and they trail that one to the visiting Oakland Raiders. The Raiders were losers in their opener, trying to get back on level footing as they lead on the road. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. From the 30 on 2nd down, Foles. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Curtis.
That's what I'm talking about. Not that.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And here comes the Texans now. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 31.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So much for the 1st down.
And they coulda, woulda, shoulda had a 1st down, but my English teacher's not going to be happy with this one. They did not.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's long. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
50, plant. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On 1st down, Cameron. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
1st downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Right back to him on 1st down. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Webster. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. This is Fournette. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there. They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Webster. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. In for the score. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready, set. 50, Max, 50. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You got me ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Go! 30 base.
2nd and 11. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll be 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, like hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Shoot.
They'll keep it on the ground. Cameron. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Webster. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Well, I'm sure he likes this performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
That's it, baby. We got work.
And now out comes Houston. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
He's got his man on the crossing route. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Texans on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 15. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 28.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync because early in the game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Here's Foles. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
They'll run on first down. Cameron. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Cameron, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets it away. It's a high hanger. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. Going to throw right side here. Complete. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down, Houston.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throw left side complete. It's long, and he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 2nd and 5. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. On first down, it's long. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So he's able to come through in a hostile environment, and you'd have to imagine that's the game winner.
Yeah, how about that? And the way that this game's gone, you think they really wanted to get to overtime and take their chances there? They wanted to get this thing done. When you're the visitor, you don't want to play into overtime. You want to knock it down, get it done, and go home.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Texans, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.